You know about the circle of fifths and how to look at a key signature to determine which key is indicated by that collection of sharps and flats. But you also know that each key signature actually suggests two different keys, both a major and its relative minor. Music is usually not in both keys at the same time. It's usually one or the other. And so you might ask, how are you supposed to determine whether music is in the major or the minor? One of the best ways is to look at the last chord of the piece. Because music usually ends on tonic, the last chord should tell you whether you're in the major or the minor. However, sometimes you don't have that information available. Maybe you're looking at the beginning or the middle of the music and you don't have the last chord in front of you. Or perhaps you're looking at just your part within the larger choir, band, or orchestra, and you can't consider the other parts to analyze the chord. You can, however, determine the key just from the information you have. Let's look at this first piano sonata by Beethoven. We have 4 flats in the key signature, so we know that it could be either A flat major or F minor. Without the last chord available, we're not really sure offhand which it is. But let's look at our scales. The 4 flats, B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat, are all in both the major and the minor scales. By definition, A flat major and F minor have the same notes in their scales. However, music in minor keys is almost never written in just the natural minor. The melodies are usually written in melodic minor, and the harmonies in harmonic minor. This changes, as you know, the 6th and 7th scale degrees of the minor scale. Let's start with the 6th scale degree. That D flat is raised to a D natural in the ascending melodic minor scale. However, it stays a D flat in the descending melodic, and it's also a D flat in the harmonic minor. Most of the time, this note is the same in the minor and the major scales. The 7th scale degree, however, is different. The E flat is raised to an E natural in the ascending melodic minor and the ascending and descending harmonic minor scales. At least half the time, if not more, the 7th scale degree in a minor key is altered from the key signature. Let's go back to our Beethoven. Do you see more E flats or more E naturals? Even in just the first line, I see all E naturals. I don't see a single E flat. So we know, without even looking at the last chord, that this music is in F minor. It's that te versus T alteration, which is the same letter name, the same note as so, or the 5th scale degree in the relative major, that will tell you that you're in the minor key. If that 5th scale degree stays within the key signature, you know you're in the major key. If it is raised a half step above the key signature, then you are almost certainly in minor. This is the chart we use to determine the key from the key signature. You look at the last flat or the last sharp, you fill in your alphabet, and you find your major tonic. If we add in one more step and we look at that 5th scale degree, we can tell whether or not to find the major tonic or the minor tonic. We look at what would be so in the major key signature, and we see if it is raised above the key signature. And if it is raised, then we use the minor tonic and the minor scales instead of the major tonic. This is another piano sonata by Beethoven. Let's work the process. We have 3 sharps in the key signature, so our last sharp is G sharp. We fill in the rest of the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then we'd fill in the sharps that were given to us in the key signature, F sharp and C sharp. So we know that our major tonic is A, and our minor tonic is F sharp. To determine which one we're going to use, to determine which key we're in, we look at our minor indicator, which is E. If we have E natural within the key signature, we're in major. If it's raised to E sharp, then we're in minor. In this case, all the E's are natural, so we are in A major. Let's do another one. Pause the video and see if you can figure it out without me. We have 3 flats, and our last flat is A flat. We fill in our alphabet and the rest of the flats, and we see that our major tonic is E flat, and our minor tonic is C. Our minor indicator is the 5th scale degree in major, which is B. If it stays within the key signature, if it's B flat, then we know we're in major. If it is raised above the key signature from B flat to B natural, then we know we are in minor and in the key of C minor. In this piano sonata, we see that the B's are often raised from B flat to B natural, putting us in the key of C minor.